Well, thank you so much for watching this. We just want to take this time to keep you informed about all the things that are happening at Woodmont Baptist Church through the COVID-19 season, and just to keep you aware of upcoming activities and events that we want you to be engaged with. First of all, the best way that you can be involved right now through this process is to be a part of giving to the food pantry. Our church has had a history of starting this incredible benevolence ministry called Personal Ministries, and it's been an incredible ministry for so many years. But especially now, as we have the opportunity to provide food and resources to our community, and you're a part of that. And so I just want to remind you that on Thursdays, every Thursday from 7:30 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning, the grocery basket cart, whatever you call that, is outside of the East Campus. And you can bring by supplies for the food pantry to donate those. I just want to let you know, so that'll be 7:30 to 11:30. Here are some of the supplies. Any food staples, especially cereal, grits, oatmeal, canned vegetables, canned fruits, canned soups, peanut butter, and jelly. And they also need shampoo and laundry detergent. So there's a tangible way that you can help us help everyone in our community. And we're so thankful for those that are working so hard. They're wearing masks, they're wearing gloves, and they are serving our community in such a faithful and tangible way. And they've been doing that for years, but especially now. The next opportunity that you have to be involved in another special event is Secret Church. We're going to join David Platt and many, many others around this nation, but also around the world, that will gather together for a special time called Secret Church. If you have not participated in this in the past, then you are missing out. It is 6 hours of basically like a systematic theology course and walking through God's Word to address certain issues. And this year, how appropriate is this, that we will look at the biblical worldview of God, government, and the gospel. That's going to be on April the 24th at 6 o'clock p.m. Now, here's the good news, is that for the first 75 people that register through our website, woodmontbaptist.org, the first 75 people will have a booklet to watch along at home, and they'll fill out those answers, fill out that key, and it will keep you, and it'll be a resource for you to have after that event is over. And so that is April 24th. You want to go ahead and register now, woodmontbaptist.org. You will be able to stream that at home. And so it's going to be every home that signs up for that will be broadcasting that. We'll have to give you the information that you will need to be able to access that. But for the first 75 that register, you will have access to having the books that we have purchased already. And so we want to look forward to that. That is Secret Church. More information can be found on our website, woodmontbaptist.org, April 24th, 6 o'clock. It'll last probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's an incredible time of studying God's Word in the specific realm of God, government, and the gospel, and how those things come. We want you to be a part of that, and it's a way to equip the saints. And so make sure that you sign up for that. The next thing is we want to make sure that everybody is able to access our services. And so, for example, Sunday morning at 10:15 a.m., we have our Sunday morning worship service available through our app, through the website, through live stream, through YouTube and Facebook Live. We have made it as available in all those resources, all those platforms, so that we can get the gospel of Jesus out. The other aspect is this, the other opportunity, 6 o'clock on Sunday nights. 6 o'clock on Sunday nights, again, it'll go through all those platforms to make sure that the gospel is getting out. So 10:15, 6 o'clock, we want you to be a part of that. And I want to thank you this past Easter for the sunrise service at 5 o'clock in the morning, the service at 8 o'clock, and the service at 10:15. We thank you for jumping on and viewing those services and celebrating Easter together. The other thing I want to tell you about the services is this. On Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock, we're going to go live on Facebook. So live at 5. That's how you can remember that. Live at 5 on Wednesday nights. And that is an opportunity for us to be a little bit interactive, where I can read your comments. I can see that you're watching and engaging. And we're going to take a time of prayer request, and then it'll be followed by a devotion. And so we want you to be a part of all three services throughout the week. Sunday morning, 10:15. through the app, through the website, through Facebook Live, through YouTube, through live stream. Same thing Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And then Wednesday night will be Facebook Live only. Facebook Live at 5. We'll be on there through our church's Facebook and want you to be a part of that and want you to see that. We also want to make sure that you're engaged in a small group. So if you're not involved in a small group through Zoom or through Facebook Live or some other platform, let us know. Just email us. My email is chad@woodmontbaptist.org. You can email Steve at sthompson@woodmontbaptist.org and let him know that you want to be a part of a small group. You want to be a part of a biblical community that's growing in God's Word. And those are meeting at various times. They're having various platforms that they use like Zoom or Facebook Live, and you can be a part of that. There's also a lot of discipleship groups that are meeting. My wife, for example, is meeting on Wednesday nights with some women that are walking through God's Word together. And so we want to encourage you that. And then the last thing I want to tell you is thank you. Thank you for being faithful to give during this time. We've tried to make it an easy process with online giving. Some of you are still bringing those by the church, and we thank you for that. We thank you for all that you are doing to support the ministries and the opportunities here at Woodmont Baptist Church. I want to encourage you in that and just ask you to continue to be faithful. But we love you, and we are so thankful for the word of the Lord. Remember in Romans 8, when God's word, as Paul writes, and he tells us, he says, what will separate us from the love of Christ? And he says, shall trouble or hardship, he goes on to name some other things, and he says, shall famine or persecution, trials or sword? And he says, no. In all these things we are more than conquerors. And that's going to be our theme this Sunday morning, more than conquerors. And we're going to focus in on how the Lord has given us a gospel that is triumphant during this time. And so we just want to encourage you. Be encouraged today during this time. We love you, and we hope that this has been helpful for you to have this information. Thank you again.